going, bros? And welcome to the second annual Q&A session. Now, I know I did the announcement like a really long time ago. I did do the video, but unfortunately my computer had crashed and I lost all my videos and all of my stuff, so I basically had to start from scratch. So I'm here having a take two at it. Yeah, I look forward to reading your questions again and answering them. I know the other Q&A video, I did not do it very well. It went over like an hour or so, so I'm going to try to do this one a little bit quicker and try to not let you sit through an hour and 45-minute video. So while I'm answering questions, I'm going to go ahead and over on Instagram, I've been doing some mermaid sets of some Instagram followers. So I'm going to do that while I answer your questions. So I really like this kimono idea, and I think I want to incorporate that into your mermaid, Gatsus. So, anyways, let's start the Q&A. So, our first question is from KK1212, which is a friend I know in real life, Sabrina, and she asked a couple questions. She asked, what is your favorite tool to draw with? My favorite tool to draw with is Prismacolor color pencils. Mostly my favorite colors to use for those are blue and red. I really do like the red. It's very out there and it looks very professional. She also asked, why don't you like ice cream? I like ice cream. I'm very, very picky about it because I don't really like the ice in the ice cream. I'm more of like a custard fan. I like it really thick and really rich and really sweet. She also asked, do you have a best friend? Yes, I have a best friend. Her name is Sabrina, and she's a total dork, but I love her. And what part of oatmeal raisin cookies makes you like them so much? I like the fact that I like the oatmeal, like, excuse me, I'm trying to do a question and answer here, but I like the sweetness of the raisin. I'm also like a very big grain fan, so I really like the oatmeal as well. I like eating the oats and just the feeling and the sweetness of the oats, and the raisins add a little bit of sweetness too. Panera has the best oatmeal raisin cookies I have ever tasted, ever. So hashtag non-spons, hashtag please. And she also asked, why do you draw so much? I draw so much in order to improve. That's basically it. So next questions are from Mariana Spaghetti. Hello, I drew you as a mermaid. I remember you. She asked, do you have any advice for someone who wants to get better at male anatomy? Figure drawing to a T. And, what do you want? So I would just look at a lot of references for figure drawing, and I would do a bunch of figure drawing just every single day of males, and you know, that's how I got better at male anatomy. What? Oh my god! Hold on, folks. Okay, I'm back. So basically just figure drawing a lot. That's how I got good at male anatomy, because once you draw a lot and learn about the parts, then it becomes in your muscle memory, and then you know everything about it. So, and she also asked, what is your favorite game the Game Grumps have played so far? That's a really tough one because they have played a ton of games. The one that sticks out in my head right now is, I think it was in Sonic, not Sonic 06, not Sonic Boom, but it was like one of the Sonic games. It was part 46. It was called like Nibble and Run. It was when Aaron was trying to catch the frog thing. Oh my god, that I've never laughed so hard at a video in my life. I just love it when Aaron rages. I think it's the funniest thing ever. But yeah, that's one of my favorite episodes. I watch it all the time sometimes, like when I'm in a bad mood or something, or I'm just feeling, I need to put on something, then that's the episode I put on. And she also says, this is a very silly question, but I'm just curious. Since you had scoliosis, I'm pretty sure, no, you spelled it right, don't worry. I also had it, and I got the operation and everything, and I was kind of thinking, did you ever have to wear a brace? I had to, though I only lasted like 3 months before I gave up on it, and I decided to go for the operation. If you did, do you still have it? And if so, what was your experience with it? Not a great one. I did have a brace. I actually had 2 braces. One was before the operation, and one was right after, which the one right after one was, mandatory because I was fragile and I had to wear that brace. But but the first brace was literally hell. I hated that thing so freaking much, and it was, I had to wear it for like a year, and in order to get better. But he described it to me because my curve was too high to be fixed with a brace, but it was too low to be considered for surgery. So we ended up going with the brace, and what happened was, not only was it not helping my back at all, it was so tight. It's like basically wearing a plastic corset, and it was so tight that I was losing a lot of muscle mass in my torso. It made me skinnier, I'm not gonna lie, but it was the most uncomfortable thing. Like wearing a plastic corset, and it sticks out and it rips holes in your shirts because of the screws in the back, and having to wear that thing in the summer, just, you have to drink so much water, because if you don't drink enough water and you wear that thing in the summer, you're gonna get heat stroke and heat exhaustion, because it's just so tight and you can't breathe. But yeah, I had to wear that thing for 23 hours a day, and I can only take it off when I take a shower. So, and that literally only lasted like 4 months, so I got a month more than you did. It was so bad. I really, really did not like that brace. And then the other brace I only had to wear for 3 months. I just wore it till I knew that I thought I didn't need it anymore, and yeah, but that was like post-surgery. I had to wear that one, so that one wasn't really a big deal, but the other one, the first one, whew, that was rough. I wore that one when I was in 6th grade, I remember. He also asked, what's your favorite part to draw of the human body? The face, the hands, legs, etc. I actually really like drawing the hair most of the time, but sometimes it's the face. Like when I'm doing like cartoon faces like this, I really enjoy doing that as well, because I don't know, there's a lot of expression you can put into it, and I don't know, it's just super, super fun. It's very classic, it's very timeless, and very kind of like the old style. But yeah, the hair and the face when I'm doing cartoonies like this. Okay, she also asks, where will you be studying art? I will be studying art at the Minneapolis College of Art and Design in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I will be studying animation, and I hope to be someone good at it. Because I've only done like traditional animation, like the very old school type of animation, like you draw everything out, and I'm definitely not good at digital art, but they do have Cintiqs over there, so I'm hoping to get a hang of that and make my life a little bit easier. But I mean, you never know. Next question is from Rinatsu Kirayama APF. Long name. And she asks, how did you develop your style, and how did you first get into Hetalia? I've gotten a lot of questions about how to develop styles and how did I come up with my particular style, and literally all I have to say is every single person's style is like a Frankenstein of other people's style. Like, I consider, if you ever seen Fukari on DeviantArt, I was very, very inspired by her art, and I consider my art style to be like a really run-down, watered-down version of her style, because I took a lot of characteristics from her style and put it into my style. So basically, if you want to create your own style, just pick and choose different characteristics and different aspects from other people's styles, and you just Frankenstein your way through it. And once you develop a style that you really like and it's really unique, you just kind of stick with it. And how did I first get into Hetalia? I first got into Hetalia through Netflix. I was just searching through Netflix, and I happened to find this show called Hetalia under the comedy section, and I thought, okay, let's try this out, and I thought it was pretty funny, and I just kept watching it. And I didn't get into the fandom until I went into DeviantArt, and I found out there was this whole fandom, and I joined it, and now here I am. And next question is from Maddie Yakum. She asks, who was your favorite person to sit next to in government senior year? I was gonna try to be sarcastic, but I can't. My favorite person that I sat next to, her name was Maddie Yakum, and she was the biggest dork. She was like, I can't say anything mean, I'm sorry. Her name was Maddie Yakum, and she was a dork, and we talked about SpongeBob every single day. So that's basically our life. That was basically our government senior year. Just me coming in, making reference to how the teacher was never there. I would come in, say, why am I not surprised, sit down, and then we would reference SpongeBob or watch movies or something. Because that government class sucked. I hated it. I will never stop talking about that. Ooh, Skype. So next question comes from Geeky Gamer Zexel Lee, and she asked, while developing your artwork, did you ever feel like you didn't like your style and wanted to change it up? Oh yes, all the time. There will be times where you don't like your style and you want to change it up a bit. That's how your style tends to change throughout time, and why people do improvement memes and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm a person that doesn't like to stay in one place at all times. I like to move around a bit, which, I don't know, some people can beg to differ, but you know, sometimes you need change, and maybe your style isn't satisfying you and you want to do something different, or you like watch a show, or you discover a new artist that does a different thing that you like and you want to incorporate that into your style, so you try to change it up. Yeah, life changes, you know, and so will your style along the way. So don't think you're going to stick to one style the whole time, because you might just find yourself doing different styles all over the place. So I'm going to turn off my Skype because yeah, I'm going to go offline for a bit. Alright, so she also asked, what do you think is a great advice you can give to a beginner artist? You know, a lot of people have asked me this as well, and I always give them the same answer, and it's practice, 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 practice. I know that's like an answer nobody wants to hear. They want to, like, you know, they want to know this magical secret and how to become an artist overnight, but that's not always the case. That's never the case with anything. If you're into sports, or if you're into drawing or arts and crafts or photography or whatever you're into, everything is going to take patience and everything is going to take time. You are never going to be good at it overnight, because it does take practice. I started practicing drawing when I was like 5, and I basically draw every day just to improve and to get better, learn new things, and read books and research and just practice every single day. Next questions are from Amanda Elise. Hey bae, how you doing? She asks, hold on, I'm looking at my bookmarks. She asks, do you prefer to draw males or females? I prefer drawing males most of the time, because with males you can get a lot of muscle mass and a lot of, because I love my facial hair. I love doing facial hair. It's like one of the funnest things to do. So just because of that reason, I'm gonna pick males. I really do love doing the hairy facial hair and body hair and having the muscle mass and the folds. And yes, she asked, what is your favorite medium to work with? My favorite medium to work with is watercolor, mostly because, I don't know, maybe I'm lazy and I don't like color. I hate color pencil. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but I really hate color pencil because I draw with my hand weird and I color it weirdly, and color pencils are not very nice on my hands, and just no. But I think I like watercolor because it's very nice on my hands, and it's very easy to control, and yeah, it's just very relaxing in a way. She also asked, what is your favorite pieces you've done so far this year? Oh my god, I've done a ton of pieces. But one that sticks out in my mind that I'm very, very proud of is the mental disorder 3D illustration 3D pieces. Mostly because, I don't know, I've been wanting to do that for a really long time, and being able to do that and being able to complete it has been such a payoff. You have no idea. And she also asks, what inspires you most when it comes to art? Mostly outside resources. I base a lot of my art off of real life events. If not that, definitely movies. I base a lot of my art off of movies and stuff that happens in movies, new movies, sometimes TV shows, but yeah, that's some of my influences on my art. The next question is from Lynn Doodles, and she asks, or a couple questions. She asked, do you draw every day, and if so, for how long? I draw every single day. I would have to say, there are some times where I'll draw for like an hour, but there will be some times where I'll just sit down and just draw the whole day. It's just something I love to do, and it's something that occupies me. And definitely since the summer has been going, I've been drawing a lot more than I used to, like when I was in school. Like when I was in school, I would draw for like an hour a day, but now that summer has come around, I think I draw for like 8 hours a day. That's a really big step up, but yeah, just for as long as I can. That's the real true answer here, just for as long as I possibly can. But she also asks, what is your method of practicing drawing things that you don't know how to draw? Research, reference photos, figure drawing, just all of those. If I don't know how to draw something and it's something that I need a reference for, don't be afraid to gather references, because I know a lot of people that feel like gathering references is cheating, and it definitely isn't. If you don't know how to draw it, get a reference image. Don't try to draw from your imagination, because chances are you're gonna draw it wrong. So definitely gather reference images, research a lot, and just do that before you start drawing, just to make sure you are drawing to the best of your ability that you possibly can. But she says, do you listen to music while you draw? YouTube videos? Oh, wait, I skipped one, sorry. What is your favorite band or genre of music? I don't really have a favorite band. I'm not really into bands, but I do like to listen to Broadway musicals and just musicals in general. Listen to Disney a lot, and just soundtracks in general. So yeah, I'm not really, and sometimes I'll listen to like 80s music, and yeah, I don't have a particular favorite. I just do whatever I can. She also asked, what do you listen to? Do you listen to music while you draw, YouTube videos, anything else? I think I listen to gamers. If anything else, I'll put on like a Game Grumps episode, or I'll watch some old videos like Gamer Q playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, which is literally what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm watching. That's what I was watching, but while I was drawing these mermaids. But I'll just put on gaming videos, mostly because they're long and you don't really have to just look up a lot. You're just listening to them. It's almost like a podcast almost. But yeah, that's what I like to do most of the time. She also asked, Captain America or Iron Man? If you're referencing like Civil War, I would say I'm definitely team Captain America, because Bucky is dead. But if I had to choose any Avenger, if you're not asking teams, I would say favorite Avenger, Spider-Man, since he's in there. He was in Civil War, so I'm gonna count Spider-Man because Spider-Man's my favorite superhero of all time, so I'm gonna count him in this little thingy. And she also feels, I feel like this question has an obvious answer, but I'll still ask it. Who is your favorite Hetalia character? My favorite Hetalia character is and always will be Spain. Antonio, whatever, has such a close bond in my heart. I don't know, I just love him so much. He's just so sweet and adorable and just hopes the best in everyone, and he does kind of remind me of myself in a way. So yeah, he's definitely my favorite. And our last question from YouTube comes from Tortuga Antonio Spain, in parentheses, and they asked, could you tell us how you got into Spamano? Now, a lot of people have asked me this as well, and I'm just gonna go short, sweet, and to the point. How I got into Spamano was I joined DeviantArt, and I was already a fan of Spain, as I've said before, and I came across this artist whose name is Amo Siesta. She's no longer on DeviantArt anymore, but which is kind of sad and depressing, but it's okay. But she used to do Spamano art a ton, and I really liked how she made Spain and Romano very, like you could almost feel the love in her illustrations, and I just fell in love with that concept, and I just thought they were just a perfect couple. So I started drawing them too, and I didn't realize I would get this big in such a short amount of time. So yeah, so that's all the questions for the YouTube fan, or the YouTube Q&A announcement. It was under the Q&A announcement. So I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to put up a part 2 very soon. I'm going to label this really quickly. Got Zeus 31. You have been labeled. So yeah, I hope you liked this video, and thank you all for all the YouTube comments. I'll be doing Instagram, Tumblr, and DeviantArt questions in the later future in parts 2 and 3, or maybe I'll just do another whole part. So I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you guys in the next upcoming Q&A videos. I love you guys so much. Bye!